What's going on, guys? Dark Hood here. I'm going to be showing you my bank today on my group Ironman. Just keep in mind these items are pretty much just my personal drops. It's not an aggregate of the entire group. They have their own banks with a couple hundred mils worth of items in them as well. But I'm going to go through the bank, show you the organization, what it looks like. This is 124 days played. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the most expensive items. Currently the bank value is at 2.07 bill. And then I'll put them in my inventory. We can kind of do some price checking, and then I'll pull up the individual logs of some of the most rarest drops. That way you can see if I was spooned or if I went terribly dry on any of these items. So I don't have much of a cash stack, as you can see, only 3 mil, and when I do build it up, it's all going to be going into construction. I did just give one of my teammates about 6 mil for the Pharaoh's scepter right here. Kind of overpaid him because I was tired of grinding that and going dry for that, so I just paid him for it. So pretty low cash stack. Got a lot of ancient essence from the Musa grind. Standard stuff here is all scales. All my sweets from Clues, 7.3 mil worth. Nice stack of cannonballs. I got my pouches, my food, all of my potions that I normally use, my full 4 doses, all of my runes, and my teleports that I use a lot for Clues. Did a lot of Wildy Slayer, so I ended up with a lot of the ancient tablets. Some of my 3 skill capes or quest cape, really useful, all 3 of these. I actually really love the magic cape, and I will not be using my Pharaoh scepter to make the altar in my house. Other than that, let's start getting into some big drops. So the biggest drop I have is, of course, going to be the Tomb of Kid Shadow. I will pull this up in a minute with the log, but I basically got it from a 190 invocation duo raid with my teammate at probably about 10 KC. So that absolutely changed everything for the account. As you can see, by pulling out the shadow itself, my bank value goes all the way down to 588. It's currently worth 1.4 bill, almost 1.5. Other than that, some of my more expensive stuff is going to be my Zenite jewelry. I have all of the Zenite jewelry pieces except I don't have the torture because our teammate does not have high enough crafting. Anyways, other than that, we got a cult necklace, so in 6.3, but that's because I have the ornament kit, magma mutagen. Got insanely lucky with this. Actually, my teammate got the tanzanite mutagen, and I got the magma in the same day. It was absolutely insane. I got the temporos pet. I just saw it right here. I got absolutely spooned on that as well. I want to say I got it at about 20 to 50 KC. I got my ferocious gloves, primordial boots, bandos pieces, my jaw. I do have an ACB. My teammate has it at the moment, and I have their Dragon Hunter crossbow. So I'll just take this in place of it and show you my ACB log in a little bit. We have 1 Bandos Godsword. We have 1 Dragon Warhammer that my teammate has. I grinded out the Venator bow by myself. Really, really worth it too. I'm really enjoying this bow. It's really great for Slayer and just making it more AFK, especially when you're trying to go for the Imbued Heart, which I'm going for. Makes AFKing stuff like Abyssal Demons really, really nice. Web Weaver bow, I actually got my first wildy weapon pretty recently, and then I took a trip with my teammate to Venenatis, and he immediately pulled the Fang on the first trip, and I got to combine it and upgrade the web into the Web Weaver. So that was pretty cool. I haven't used it much, but I know it is best in slot at the new Desert Treasure 2 boss, so I'm looking forward to using it there. Just got the Blazing Blowpipe ornament kit from the past leagues. Had a lot of fun with that. Let me know what you guys thought of that league. That was actually my first league I got to play so far. Got a nice Hasta, pretty spooned with that. And that's pretty much it. That's my most valuable items. This is my teammate's Fang. Not sure. I think the rest is just, your typical Ironman bulk items. As you can see in this second tab right here, I got a bunch of logs, 4 mil worth of magics, 22 mil worth of mahoganies. I'm almost banked for 99 construction, but I am going to need a huge stack of gold. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably like 50 mil cash or more. So it's going to take me a very long time to get that. Got 3 mil in mahogany planks, 10 mil runite ore, almost 4 in the bars. Bunch of gems. I actually took advantage of the star mining before the stars got nerfed a little bit ago. So that's why I have all of these gems. My teammates cut them. Then you have your typical farming tab, crafting tab, jewelry. It's kind of organized less organized as we go. This was a nice potion tab, and now it the ones that matter are up here. And I actually banked a lot of herbs during leagues, so I'm looking forward to that. I need to get a lot more if I'm looking to do Inferno and hopefully next once I get into Missouri. That's pretty much it. This tab got 3 mil worth of crystal keys, tooth half key gang, and some slayer items. So now I want to go ahead and start looking at some logs of individual things. Also have 2 smoldering stones, a Pegasian, and then of course these prems, which was actually pretty funny how I got the prems. I did 1 kill of maging Cerberus with the shadow, and I got the prems drop. I'll put that clip right here. What's also very terrifying about this clip is I almost died twice here and I was out of food completely. Alright, so now that I have all the items in my inventory, let's go ahead and dive into these screenshots and these collection logs. So of course, let's start off with the Tumekin Shadow. Like I said, it was a duo level 190, 52 minutes. I'm pretty sure we had 1 to 2 deaths, and this was probably around 10 KC, and this has absolutely changed the entire future of our group Ironman. As you can see, I also had full Dagon High, or at least the top and bottom, at the time of having the shadow. And the only reason I have Arabs now is because I stole it from my teammate. But let's go ahead and look at the collection log for the shadow. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect here, but I think it was around 10 tombs. So I have 34 normal completions. I got the shadow probably around 10, and then I actually got the ward 2 to 3 raids later. We've started doing some experts now, but I haven't seen anything since except the breach gem. Then moving on, I have nothing at theater, just learned theater over the course of leagues. And then also I at 74 KC at Chambers of Zerek and no drops yet. I believe my teammates have a Dragon Hunter crossbow. One of my teammates has 2 Elder Mauls, and then we have a Buckler and 1 Dex. Sad part is, on my main account, I had a Dex and Arcane Prayer Skull at this KC. It's pretty depressing, but can't complain too much because I was Spoon of Shadow. Moving on, we'll go over here to the Slayer tab. So I have 3 Zenites and 892 KC. I think I went dry, maybe about 600 kills for my first one. I want to say 600. I was pretty burnout, and then I came back and got to like pretty much back to back. So super dry for my first one, but then I got 2 more. That is not a fun place to go dry. But thankfully they have made some quality of life changes for killing them, and it probably won't be as bad now that I have better gear. And so those are my Zenite pieces. Moving on, we can go ahead and look at some Zora. So I pretty much got spooned everything I needed from Zora. I even got one of my teammates the tans. I think one of my teammates had to go all the way to 1000 KC through there as they were pretty burnt out. But I got my Magma Mutagen in the same day that my teammate got the Tanzanite Mutagen, which is pretty crazy. That is a super rare drop. I honestly like it. I think it goes pretty well with the blowpipe. I would say it is very dark red on the handle of the blowpipe, but the edges kind of match it. I think it's good enough. Let's go ahead and go back and look at some God Wars dungeon collection logs. General Grador. My log looks pretty sweet. Last thing we have gotten was the hilt, so we haven't gone back since, but I got 2 chest plates, 2 tassets, and a pair of boots, and 136 in my name. Moving on, let's go ahead and look at Cerberus since we just looked at that shadow kill. I have been so spoon at Cerberus on both of my accounts. I think on my main, I had 3 primordials, been just getting these things left and right. Mainly the smoldering stones, I have 3 of those. Probably the one you want the least, but hey, we can do some master clue steps now, right? Ziliana, I left there after I soloed my Armadillo crossbow. I think it was the last kill of my trip actually, and I was just soloing it. I want to say I was soloing with Shadow, and I got that, which is such a game changer for me since I don't have Bofa or anything like that. Moving on, let's look at the Musfa log. So I grinded out all 5 shards in 420 KC. I think it's 1 in 100, so under drop rate, pretty nice. Got tons of ancient essence ready for my imbued heart whenever I get it. And then of course my only pet on the account is Tiny Tempor. On my main, I think I had a 3 KC Jad pet, but I got the Temporos pet. On this one, I can't really show when I got it, but it was about 20 to 50 total pulls. But we'll go ahead and look at Temporos in the log as well. So I've pretty much done the whole log. The last thing I got was the fish barrel, which is kind of sad because that's the only reason I stayed there is I wanted the most. But the first unique I got was Tiny Tempora at about 20 to 50 permits. And I think it's 1 in 8,000. And I also got the Toma Water, which is pretty nice actually. I really like using it on my bursting tasks. Moving on, we'll look at Wildy. Go ahead and look at the Slayer tab. So I got 19 whips, Black Mask, 2 Dragon Chain Bodies, and these are both from Dust Devils, which is kind of crazy. It's 1 in 32k. I wish I would have that same luck with the Abyssal Dagger. Kraken Samples, 6 Dark Bows, because I'm going for that Imbued Heart grind. A bunch of Occults, been getting them left and right. I'll go ahead, 4 Blood Shards, and top and bottom of Dagon High. I have done like no barrows on this account actually. That's why I have Dagon High, because I just did a lot of Wildy Slayer. As you can see, I've only done 56 barrows chests. I have by far the least out of the entire group. I got the Slayer helmet right here. I can just show you some KC for some of those items you just saw. So I think it was like 16 or 17 whips that I had in the log, and I have about 10,000 Abyssal Demon kills. And then Dust Devils, I've killed 6,600. And I have 2 Dragon Chain Body drops. It's pretty crazy. I also do have the Abyssal Head drop. If we go ahead and find Basilisk Knights, 846 for my jaw. 1 in 1,000, so under drop rate, really nice. 2,522 Dark Beasts for the bows. As you can see, I haven't really went dry on much of anything on this account, to be honest, other than my first Zenite. So I've had amazing luck. Actually, I take that back. Getting this Dragon 2H was most annoying thing I've ever had to done. I killed so many of the Wildy bosses. I think I got 2 Dragon Pickaxes from the new Vedion and stuff, and I had to kill Chaos Elemental over and over and over until I got it 75 kills. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that boss is awful. I pull up my Vedion real quick, and Calvarion, you see I have 2 of the Dragon Pickaxes there, but I did get the 2H from Chaos Elemental, which I hate. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the bank showcase. Have you had any similar luck at any of these locations, or do you have anything super dry you want to share? Just make sure to leave a comment, like the video if you want to see more from me, and have a good one, guys. Go get after it.